wigs. I've got 2 wigs today that I'm going to be washing. I've got one human hair wig and one synthetic wig. They are washed pretty similar, and yeah, so I hope you enjoy the video. So first I'm going to be doing the human hair wig. This is very long and it's so soft, but there's getting like a few knots and things like that, especially underneath. You'll need to wash it. Well, it depends on how often you're wearing. I don't wear my wigs very often, so I only really wash them once a month. This seems to be the trick for me. It's my personal preference. If you wash them too often, they can, lose their shape. And if you don't wash them enough, they can go really gross. So yeah. So the main thing with the human hair wigs is that you don't want to wash or condition the top where all the laces form, because you don't want to loosen that. And also because it's human hair, you don't want it to get all greasy, because the natural things that your scalp produces aren't there when you aren't there with the wig. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to grab your wig. I'm just doing it in the kitchen because it's easy for me because I've got nice high tap. And you want to fully rinse your wig in the water. You should really wash it with cold water, cold to warm water. You don't really want to use hot water because it can damage the wig. So I'm just going to get my water running. That feels about right. It's nice and cold, a little bit warm, it's good temperature. So I'm just going to rinse my wig. Make sure that it's fully nice and wet. Cool. So now that you've got that there, I'm just going to So I'm just going to hang that over there. Now, if you've got knots in your wig, the best thing to do is only to use a wide comb. Don't use any brushes or anything like that, because that is just going to damage the head net of your wig, whether it's lace or whatever. So the best thing to do is to come in with a comb if you've got knots. So I'm going to start with the shampoo. So I'm just going to get a little bit of shampoo in my hands. Just a nice dollop, like you would with your normal hair. And just remember to only, you don't want to be using it, the shampoo at the scalp. I'm just going to lather it. Takes a while for it to start lathering up, because it doesn't have all those natural oils in it like your normal hair. The place where I seem to have the problem is near the back, so I'm just going to give that a nice comb. If the hair falls out, like me, it won't grow back. So I'm just going to put that on stand. it won't obviously stay like that. Now another thing is, don't put your wig back on your, if you've got like a polystyrene head or anything like that, because once it's wet it can stretch if you put it onto a big thing like that. So if you have a stand or just something that it can rest on, it's better to use that. Now I'm going to put my wig. I'm going to put it somewhere where it can go like this. So that the ends dry. The synthetic wig is a bit different. Because it's synthetic, it can't take as much heat or things like that. So I'm just going to fill my basin, make sure it's nice and clean, and with some cold water. Here we go. So this is my synthetic wig. It's a nice little short one. And it's got a different head to my other. This one's got a lace kind of netting, which is clear. This one's got a dark base. So once it's nice and full, the basin, you're going to submerge the wig in there. Cool, and you're going to put a little bit of shampoo. I'm going to use this one, the Ceraphil. I can get it open, there we go. You just want to put a nice little dollop in there, and then you just swirl the water around and submerge it. Let that soak for a few minutes. So you just want to submerge it in there. Okay, so once that's there for rinse all the shampoo off. Making sure that it's cold water. And just be making sure you're always gentle with the wig. Great. Okay. So next we're going to fill the thing up again with cold water. A dollop of conditioner. So I'm using Ceraphil, sorry. And just going to put a dollop of conditioner in there. Turn it around a bit, make sure it's nice and soapy. And then I'm going to submerge my wig. And then you leave it for 4 to 5 minutes. So things you should know about when you're doing your wigs is you should always use a mild shampoo. So that's either, the ones that I use today. And don't use hairspray, anything like that on your wig. Like if you want to put anything on your wig, loose or lightweight styling stuff will always work. Don't use hot irons, hair straighteners, anything like that. Don't want to damage the fibers, and you won't be able to repair them with the sun, it actually fades your wig, so just be really careful about that as well. Okay, great. So now that we've conditioned it, we're now going to rinse it like we did with the shampooing. It's nice and rinse all throughout. For me, that does work for the body of the wig, but I like to then just grab a little bit more conditioner. And I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna grab the conditioner and just do the ends, just because I feel like I didn't really get enough conditioner on them. And then the ends are really important just because they can look quite scraggly if they're not looked after well. You want them to look as real as possible, so I'm just going to do that. Once that's done, I'm just going to rinse it again. Yeah, that's feeling a little better. Okay, so with the synthetic wig, you don't really want to squeeze it. Sorry, that was bad. So now you just want to grab the towel here. I've just got a nice hand towel here, and I'm just going to put the wig in the towel like that, as you can see, and I'm just going to wrap it up, and you just want to fold it and pat it down, making sure that it's nice and getting all the excess so you just want to pat it down, get all the excess water out of it. Then once you've done that, put your hand under the base, give it a nice shake out so that it can regain its shape. Just like that. I'm just going to give it a quick comb. Just a gentle comb. Great. And there we have it. I don't have another stand, it's downstairs, so I'm just going to put that there. And that is that. If you would like any more information about my wigs or how to wash the wigs, sorry if I was a little bit confusing. I've only done it a couple of times, but it gets easier every time you do it. You can always go online and there's heaps of information about how to look after your wigs. It's just nicer when you're shown. I know the first time that I did it wrong, so you know, you're always learning. I do have 2 of these polystyrene foam heads. They're really great for keeping your wigs on when you aren't using them, when they are dry. If you don't have wig heads, you can always just keep it in a nice box. Just make sure that it's away from the sun, away from, you know, cats or dogs, like animals that are gonna maybe destroy them. I know that they are a lot of money, worth a lot, so it's really good if you take lots of care of them and wash them regularly. You know, if you're feeling that they're getting a little bit tacky or knotty, losing their nice feel to them, then just give them a wash. It doesn't take too long to dry. I'd say like overnight is a good length of time to make sure that they're fully dry and got back to their shape so you can put them back onto the heads. I'm very fortunate to have them because, as you can see, I am bald, but I don't like to wear them often because it does get hot and it becomes a little bit of an issue for me, but that's just my personal preference. I do like to have them as a backup because it's nice to know that you can just, if you're feeling, you know, not confident or something one day and you want to go out, it's nice to have the option to wear a wig. Or if you know you do have hair and you want to try a new style, there's so many cool wigs out there, so have a look. I'm sure there's one for you. Yeah, hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and I will see you next time. Bye!